Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent. He currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And also with me on this program, as always, first in the world-famous Bay Area, world-famous juggler. No, first coming from the... See, you know what? We last recorded and you mentioned the stupid asterisks and it messed up my entire day. Ugh! Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent. Currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me, as always, on this program, first in the Northern California Bay Area, world-famous juggler and resident asshole, Greg Larson.
This is a world-famous Bay Area, though, so you weren't wrong. But yeah, it's good to see you. Good to see you, Ozzy. Doing all
also
right?
with us, ladies. Yes, I'm fine. Those that don't understand what's going on, you could check out our latest review of fast food and understand that this animus is in relation to fantasy football. We're both in the same league, and I'm sure by this time it's the third week of the NFL season. We're currently recording ahead of time. I don't know what the results will be, but I'm sure Greg's going to be an asshole about it.
You know it.
Also with us, ladies and gentlemen, Flesh Room producer Todd. How you doing, Todd?
I am chilling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always. So today we do get to review the comedy film Boat Trip, released on March 21st, 2003, rated R. We are reviewing the unrated version today with a runtime of 94 minutes. I could not find a runtime with the unrated version. The 94 minutes is for the theatrical R-rated version. Written by Mort Nathan and William Bigelow. Directed by Mort Nathan, starring Cuba Gooding Jr., Horatio Sanz, Roselyn Sánchez, and Vivica A. Fox. Todd, do you have a trailer available?
Yes, I do. I was going to give you the runtime on the unrated version, which is an hour and 37 minutes.
So 37, 3 more minutes.
Yeah. And here's the trailer.
Here we go.
Nice high quality one.
Jerry and Nick were ladies' men
I have a very big surprise for you.
who would do anything
Will you marry me?
No.
What?
to get a woman.
Bergoni, what the hell are you doing? We're going on a cruise, Jerry. Hot, beautiful women.
But it wasn't until they got on the wrong love boat
It's a gay cruise, Jerry, not a bi cruise. It's a gay cruise. I'm swimming back to shore. Hey!
that Jerry fell for the right crew member.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. She's a classic man-hater. She's just had bad luck with guys she dates because they only want to have sex with her.
Now a little lie
Maybe I can even find a gay guy and he can do me the favor.
Me? Straight? Girlfriend, please.
has become a big disaster.
But the way you touch me like that right now is exactly the way a straight guy would.
Cuba Gooding Jr., Horatio Sanz, Vivica A. Fox, Roselyn Sánchez.
Want to get back together?
Well, I did before I found out that you were,
How could you think I'm gay?
Boat Trip.
Terry, light on your feet.
Yeah, this whole place is light on its feet.
Crazy that came out in the 2000s. I'm just going to say it. It should have been Trey instead of Ricky. That's my boy's joke, and I'm
So that was the review of Boat Trip, released on March 21st.
That was the trailer.
I'm sorry, that was the trailer for Boat Trip. My apologies. Released in 2003. A lot of things that happened between now and then. I already went over the written by and directed by and starring. So initial thoughts on this. I mean, when this first came out, commercials led me to believe it was going to be a one-note gay joke.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was right. I felt right. Initial thoughts on this. If I watched it in 2003, I wouldn't have liked the movie. And I say that because the entire movie feels like one giant just gay joke. And after a certain point, it's almost like a little awkward, like where you start to think to yourself, did the people who wrote this movie either were gay or they really hated gay people? Like, it seemed to be that there was a a side on the spectrum that
I just thought they never met one and just went off all stereotypes.
that's again made me think like, so if someone was like, imagine if someone was gay and we should just make a movie that's all just gay stereotypes. It's just not true. And make it funny or whatever. And then there could be somebody else be like, again, Todd, like you said, never met a gay person. So let's just go with all the stereotypes that we would imagine. Right. So it is a bit of a pain to go through. It's like kind of cringy a lot of the times. It's difficult for sure. It starts out okay because you start seeing some like a couple of cameos and you think it might turn into something, but it doesn't. And it's just kind of came up flat the whole way. Like after the first few gay jokes, it's like, okay, what else you got? And it was just more gay jokes. And yeah, it was really, really awkward to watch, I guess you could say. Initial thoughts for you guys.
Yeah, so this is a weird perspective and interesting that you've kind of started off that way, because I kind of felt it was like the guy who had stereotypes of what gay guys were and then finally did meet someone, because there was that moment where they were like, oh, these guys are actually pretty cool to hang out with, so like I think there was that realization of like the stereotypes not being there. But also I have the perspective as someone who has worked a chartered cruise, because even if you're working for one cruise line, they might have one trip on that line that, whether it's a Jericho cruise or, a gay cruise or whatever the case may be. And I have been on one of those. And not that you're getting people in BDSM outfits coming out of the steam room, but there's some of those moments are a little bit more true than, and so there's a lot that goes on, I wouldn't say to the extreme, but any movie is a little bit more extreme than reality. So, it's just an interesting having seen what actually does happen. And, but it was a little one note in certain aspects of it, especially Roger Moore's continued appearance doing the same joke, which was unfortunate because I was hoping for a little bit more in that situation. But I mean, I was interested in where this was going as someone who worked on cruise lines, and there were some disappointments, but I wouldn't say I was super disappointed all throughout. So.
Todd?
Now was that, now I gotta ask, now was that more because of your cruise experience? You think you were able to have more fun with it than seems Ozzy did so far?
I don't think I do think because I've been there, I did see that some of that stereotype did kind of play out in some ways. Like, of course, not to the same extreme, so I didn't feel it as offensive, maybe as maybe it could have felt. And obviously the pushing of that. So I think that might be part of it. There were some parts where I was like, oh, that would never happen on a cruise line. But yeah. So like, a helicopter after a day of cruising, where's a helicopter coming from that's so close to land that after a day of cruising, it's still around, so there's some elements that, because of that experience, I definitely was not appreciative of. But I do think that having been and worked an event, it, people have a good time. It is true. They are all trying to have a good time. So
Todd?
I know I watched this once when it came out on DVD. I'm kind of know why I didn't again. I don't know. I thought I enjoyed it somewhat as the first time I saw it. I don't know if I ever did. Maybe I was like 440s deep and it was just on and I tolerated it. I don't know. But I watched it. I was like, man, this is just rough. I know maybe I've grown as a person. I don't think it's that. I just think this movie's a piece of shit. It's not. I'm like, wow. Like, I can only take so much of 007 trying to bang Horatio Sanz. It's, yeah, like the one note joke hammered into the ground. It
didn't beat
a
dead horse
somewhere else, but
it didn't beat a dead horse. It beat the dead horse, brought it back to life, and beat it some more times.
Yeah.
What it felt like precisely.
I will say Lynn Shay made me laugh. She was the trainer.
Right. The
of the
coach?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got you.
phenomenal.
But because that's already because I'm a fan of Lynn Shay, but she was the one character and I didn't think it was like the soup. Like it was probably the only one not playing on the gay stereotype too.
Right.
Just horny old lady.
So if we get into favorite moments, this kind of poses a question to Greg because I want to know if this was on there because you said some of the stereotypes, whatnot. This wasn't necessarily a stereotype because it was more of a prop, I guess. The ice sculpture penis.
That I did not. Yeah.
Not there? Okay, because I mean, I didn't realize it at first until Dana's walking by. She's like, "Oh my god, is that a penis?" And I was like, "Oh my god, it's hilarious!" and it was downhill from there.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some
your
fun.
Your favorite moments of background gag.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah.
It's a good back. I have it written down. So
that was it.
Specifically how gay could a buffet be, followed by that background.
I just also, I mean, not really a funny moment, just that's like a funniest moment, but I just thought it was intriguing when Horatio Sanz was yelling at Artie Lang because in my mind, like one was like the Chilean version of the other guy. So to see them yelling at each other, it's like, oh, my brain can't make this make sense. But yeah, it was the ice sculpture gag for me. I mean, yeah, it was a background thing, but it was the most effective. How about you guys?
Oh, there's a scene early on where after he gets dumped and he's talking with his dog and he's like, "She dumped us, Rocco. I know you don't care. You can lick your own balls." that was a great little moment.
Todd?
I don't really have. It's like
is it the end credits?
Yeah, I mentioned Lynn Shay. I'll give her
not the suntan lotion gag.
Okay, that was kind of funny. But that was like the 12-year-old in me laughing. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough one, unfortunately.
So the critiques, we kind of alluded to it at the beginning. For me, I mean, the movie just felt like this movie felt like it was not going to end. Like it has a runtime of 94 minutes. And the movie we reviewed last week, Fast Food, to me, Fast Food went very fast. This went very slow. It really felt like
is slow.
Movie, well, no, but it felt like this movie was getting to a point where it's like it won't end. Like I don't see an out here. I feel like I'm trapped in a room with no windows and no doors. Like I got nothing. So it's hard to say that the entire movie is a critique, but just a little heavy on the gay stereotypes. Just I mean, like, just to take into account, Greg, your hilarious moment was a guy telling his dog, "You don't care, you can lick your own balls." That's like a joke that has nothing to do with homosexuality. I mean, well, I guess I don't know. I mean, if everybody could, they would. Like, so let's not pretend that we wouldn't. So I don't know. It cringy, awkward, and I mean, I think I'd be willing to, like, if I had a gun to my head and I had to choose, you either have to watch this or you have to watch the sequel of Lost Skeleton and Cadavra. I'd probably choose the sequel to Lost Skeleton and Cadavra.
It's the happiest day of my life.
Just because at least Lost Skeleton didn't make me cringe and
That's
just
fair.
like feel like just, oh, this is this is bad. Like
I'm gonna say this now. I don't want to ever hear any pushback about Soul Man because that's a walk through the park compared to this.
It was a different
compared
time.
to this. That's
at least that has that. This was made in 2002, not the 80s. This was like,
yeah,
it was like the last dying breath of that potential type of what they like. If this came out in 83 or 93 even, I mean, it's kind of, so like the birdcage.
I get why they didn't in the 80s. There was a little thing going around, so they probably wouldn't want it to be too jokey on the boats. So,
when Birdcage came out, like 90, I think it was 95, and Nathan Lane had his performance, it seemed like that opened the door, to like gay being funny, right? But the thing, I'm sure we'll eventually review the Birdcage. There was way more heart in the Birdcage, and
I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through. I've seen bits.
I remember seeing it, and I remember Nathan Lane's performance wasn't a gay guy, wasn't an actor like, oh, I'm going to be funny by being gay. It was like, I'm just a gay man, and this is the situation that we're in. So it felt funny. Way different, but I think a lot of people interpret it as, oh, gay can be funny now. And then like this happened, like however many years later. It's almost like the opposite end of the spectrum where it's like, no, you missed the point, or you didn't get it, right? So just from
they failed not having Charles Nelson Riley as like the boat somewhere on there. So there we go.
Well, I'm sure he might have read the script and was like, you guys are out of your mind. No way.
We have Oscar winner Cuba Gooding Jr. Did he win? I can't even remember. I think, didn't he, for Jerry Maguire? That was I don't know if that was before or after this.
Right. No, Maguire was 96, so it was way before.
Oh, so Oscar winner Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boat Trip. Jesus.
So how about critiques for you guys?
I just got to take a couple because they irked me so much. Okay, so the whole thing about the suntan girls getting on was because they shot down a helicopter with a flare gun. All right. So we have to understand that tiny little helicopter housed like 12 women. Those helicopters easily like maybe 6 at max. And it's got that big old life raft. So just the semantics of that alone.
You're getting into semantics a little too much lately, Greg.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Should I call you Ozzy? What the heck?
Right?
2 weeks in a row.
Now,
Ozzy's like, it's fine.
The one I have to say, I don't know why. There's certain things in life you don't understand why it bothers you so much. But it did. There's a scene where they're told to do jumping jacks. Gratuitous women jumping scene. Fine, okay with that. But one of them was doing the jumping jacks backwards. And like putting the hands down when they should be going up at the same time as when the legs were, and I don't know why, but watching that bothered me so much. I was like, you're doing it so wrong. Like, and I know you probably have done this because, you're good shape. You probably have done this many times.
Todd, I think I know what happened here.
What?
I think Greg taking a Raider with his first pick is changing him into me.
Maybe we need to trade. Maybe we do need to make that trade.
I'm just saying, Greg, you're going to find a lot more stuff annoying if you don't trade.
It's fair.
He's going to be yelling in 2 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. I'm just saying, like, Halloween's going to come up soon. We're going to do some stupid stuff. Yeah, you might be thinking about a trade.
What's he gonna pick apart an American Wedding teaser?
Todd, do you have anything?
The whole movie.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a really rough time. It is available on Hulu if y'all want to watch it. As of
unfortunately, it's the rated version.
It is the rated version, but
you can buy this on digital.
I'm sorry, not Hulu. I apologize. Not Hulu, on Amazon Prime currently.
Wow. That's probably the rated version too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't watch. Yes, the stuff on Prime is with ads anyway, and that's appropriate because this felt like a TV movie, and I wrote this down at the very end just because it's like the movie was a drag. Nah. All right, so let's get into the ratings now.
Oh, we didn't do that yet. Jesus.
Yeah, we got to do that, and then we can put a bow on this. I'm going.
Bulleted it.
A bow. BOW. Nope, I did not. Nothing. No guns. No bullets.
I thought we were gonna old yellow this
like
review.
Just putting a bow on it. it was, man, it was a really rough watch, and I haven't had a hard time watching a movie like this in a really long time. Uh, I want to give it like a 1, and the only reason I'm not giving it like a half a star or a half a point is because of its production value. Like it, 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 I mean, I'm just being objective here. Like it had, like it wasn't cheaply made, so like
I'm just gonna guess the cast took it like, oh, we're getting to go on a cruise. All right.
yeah, like we're filming it on the cruise. Like, okay, I guess I'll do it. And it's almost like this. I don't know if it was it was the movie that, because what else have you seen Horatio Sanz in since then? I mean, everybody knows Cuba Gooding Jr. This was like, I guess, what would have been like his break, I guess. But yeah, and it sucks because he's a fellow Chilean. So this is painful.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably offered it to Artie first and he read it. He's like, no, I'll do this part over here.
That's a
By
fair
the way,
point. So yeah,
the ships that this was filmed on was the Royal Olympic Voyager and the Olympic Explorer. So if ever you want to recreate it, you can.
It's
film
not
some
our
scenes.
boat, is it?
No,
no, it is not. No, it is not.
Damn. We get into locations, shot some location scenes on
No.
location. Damn.
No, this, I mean Todd,
This
you
is where
chose this
Roger
in-
Moore was assaulting Horatios. Attempting to.
and that's, I play the resident Chilean. Look at that.
There you go.
So do we get a rating from you guys?
Oh, Greg.
No, I mean it wasn't good, but and it wasn't particularly funny. There were some great moments. I think that like we'd mentioned, that coach was probably one of the funniest parts in all those scenes that had happened. So I'm just gonna give this one a 2. Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't. I mean, won't watch it again. But you know, I was the surprise from oh, why am I blanking on his name now? Will Ferrell. It was very short and underutilized. Even having a cameo from him was very not funny, unfortunately. So yeah, it's 2 for
That's
me.
why I didn't choose to mention it. It did not feel
Yeah.
like.
Sure, he left it off
like,
his I'm sure he left it off his resume.
It
Or
was
dropped
before
off
Anchorman,
very
so-
quick.
Yeah, it was before Anchorman, so there's that.
I'm giving it a 1, and that's only and all to Lin Shaye, the coach, her character.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, well, at the time with that particular, I think that was also a joke that no one was anticipating, considering how
Mhm.
like, oh, this whole time, gay men, gay men, gay men. Oh yeah, women are gay too. How about that? You know, like we forgot about that. Like it might have been somebody mentioned. Hey,
I'm
you
just
guys
gonna
know
guess-
that women are gay too, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna guess women have their own gay cruise.
No,
Right, but
no
I mean, like-
extra points for the boobs, Todd.
Yeah.
After last week's episode,
You know what? Now if you would have taken those boobs and put them in there, it would have been great. But the boobs couldn't even save this.
wow, couldn't keep it afloat.
Could not keep it afloat. I was searching for
Um,
something. Greg, you found it.
I was not on board with the boobs.
It's just the first time you'll ever hear that from Todd.
Yeah, I know. No.
All right, so this.
Okay, what did half an extra half for the boobs? There you go.
All right.
All right. This does conclude our review of Boat Trip. Check it out if you want. Neither of us would recommend it. I think that's fair to say. Right?
Yeah.
No. And it's not even so bad it's good. Because
It's
is. I hate
not.
to use the word
It-
cringe, but it is just like the whole time.
Not going to happen. Yeah. So that concludes our review of Boat Trip. Just to move on, some couple of event notes. This week, I'll be hosting trivia this Tuesday at the Rush Barn Grill in Lake Forest at 7 o'clock. Also this Wednesday at the Brewery in Placentia, also beginning at 7 o'clock. Free-to-play and prizes for the top-winning teams. Also, a quick announcement that we are almost approaching October 11th, where we will have our last tournament on the left, Deathmatch Tournament. That'll be happening at the Metroflex Gym at 12551 East Carson Street in Hawaiian Gardens. Doors open at 6:30, bell time of 7. General currently pre-sale is at $25. Will be $30 at the door, or you can get a front row VIP for $55. Pre-sale only. Todd, what comes in the front row VIP?
Well, you're going to get a photo op with all of the competitors. You're going to get a poster and maybe a something else surprise.
A surprise.
Surprises.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm not going to elaborate.
but-
You're like waiting. I'm not going to say anymore.
I mean, I think considering what we just reviewed, we'd all be good without any surprises.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. If you aren't interested in the front row VIP, we also have second and third row available for $40. Tickets are available at fleshwoundfeatures.com. You go ahead and follow facebook.com/fleshwoundfeatures for more information. Again, happening Saturday, October 11th in Hawaiian Gardens, California. Come on down. I'll be announcing that night. We'll have Pugs on color commentary and Kyle Wilde, the voice of violence, returning for play-by-play. Come on down and check it out.
And you
if
can
guys
see
don't have-
all of Flesh Wound Horror there. I think the only Flesh Wound personality that's MIA is going to be right above us.
Sorry, should have done it a week earlier.
It's all right. Well, Farce
Wait a
will be
second.
represented.
Wait. Does this mean Dan's gonna be there?
Everyone from Flesh Wound.
Oh man!
I'll make sure he has plenty of Aussie V signs.
Man, this is like the worst episode I've ever recorded.
Well, at least this year, this visit, it's not a surprise, and we won't just be randomly a trivia.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Or
Thank
will
God.
we?
Let's not get carried away. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for Flesh Wound producer Todd and world famous juggler Greg Larson, I'm Ozzy V, and we'll see you next week right here on a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Farce.